Hello everyone. Have you ever wondered who's actually buying cars in India these days? Shockingly, it's only about 12% of households that can comfortably afford one. What's even more surprising is that sales of those more budget-friendly cars under 10 lakh are actually dropping. It seems like middle class who used to snapping up Alto, Swift and Wagoner are now enjoying those 10 lakh plus SUVs like Creta, Brezza, Scorpio. But what about the vast majority, that 88% of Indian households who can't even dream of owning a car, even a basic one? Remember Ratan Tata vision with the Nano, a car specifically for them. Look at Japan, where a small car segment get tax breaks and other benefits, make it easier for people to upgrade from two-wheel to four-wheel. Not only would this empower millions, it could also fire up manufacturing and create tons of new jobs. Let's dive into the fascinating situation. Welcome to Top and More. If you are new to this channel, please do subscribe my channel. Here we discuss about latest business news, startups and new technology around the world. So, few weeks back, RC Bhagavan, chairman of Maruti Suzuki, has recent statement paint a stark picture of who can actually afford a car in India, and the implications are huge. According to Bhagwan, only the top 12% of Indian households, those earn above 12 lakh annually, can realistically afford to buy a car, especially one priced at 10 lakh or more. Think about that. The level of whopping 88% of population essentially priced out of the dream of owning a four-wheeler. Remember the small car segment, Alto, Wagoner, Swift, the vehicle that brought mobility to millions. But Barwan pointed out the entry-level segment saw a significant 9% sales decline in 2024. Why? Even these owns affordability options are become incredibly out of reach. Because even these owns affordable options are become incredibly out of reach. Since 2020, regulatory measures, strict safety standard, the shift of BS6 emission norm and raising insurance cost have collectively added nearly 90,000 to the price of car. What cost 5 lakh just 4 years ago now carries a 7 lakh price tag. But salaries of Indian individuals haven't kept their space. Maruti Suzuki's own quarter 4 results reflect this pain. A 4.3% drop in net profit, and the overall car market grew by a margin of 2.6% in financial year 25. India has a car penetration rate of just 34 cars per thousand people. That's not just low, it's significantly lower than even comparable economy in the region, and tiny fraction of Chinese 200 plus. So it's not a lack of desire. It's a matter of affordability. Seems some policies aren't helping the situation, restricting household in Delhi just two-wheeler petrol and diesel vehicle, a nationwide rollout of E20 fuel, which could potentially damage older car, and further complication. The scrapping policy, first time buyers struggling with an initial affordability gap. Even India's impressive infrastructure plus hasn't significantly boosted car sales, while rural road improves and highways expand. Daily reality for many urban dwellers is being stuck in traffic and struggling for find parking. Why buy a car if you're stuck in traffic all day? With domestic demand find headwind, Maruti Suzuki strategically focus on export. Their exports grew by 17% in financial year 25, and they are projected to jump to 20% this year. Currently, they are account of significant 43% of India's passenger vehicle export. This is undurable a bright spot. It doesn't solve the affordability crisis for majority of Indian household wanted their own car. Now let's look at the same interesting parallel and potential solution. Japan, a country known for its dense urban environment, has successfully forested car ownership through its Kai car segment. Kai car are microcars that have strict regulation regarding small size, small engine capacity, and limited power output. This allows them to benefit from significantly lower tax reduce parking fees, and their compact dimension afford practical advantage in crowded city. The system has enabled lower income households in Japan to own car, boosting demand, boosting domestic manufacturing and creating jobs. This brings us the vision of Indian industrial giant Ratan Tata. His dream with the Tata Nano was precisely this to create an affordable car that could transform millions of Indian families from two-wheeler to the safety and comfort of four-wheeler. While the Nano journey had its challenges, the core idea was sound make car ownership accessible to the wider segment of the population. Perhaps India could learn from Japan Kai car model. Could we create a segment category with relaxed tax structure and other incentive to make small efficient car more affordable for average income household? Maruti Suzuki's success in export is commendable, but the domestic market need a serious rethink to ensure mobility for all. What are your thoughts on this? Do you see a future where car ownership become more accessible in India? What kind of policies are or innovation do you think could bring this affordable gap? Let us know in the comment below. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more interesting discussions.